Jack Suwinski was once a no-name baseball player buried in the depths of the minor leagues, and is now a bright spot on the emerging Pirates roster. And this is his story. Suwinski was drafted to the San Diego Padres in the 15th round out of William Taft High School in Chicago, Illinois. Oh hey, that's the same high school Steve Downs was selected out of by the Seattle Pilots in the 60s. Oh, the good old days. Suwinski didn't exactly hit the ground running in San Diego. In 4 seasons, Suwinski never made it past high A ball. His power numbers did improve during that span, going from 0 homers in rookie ball back in 2016 to 12 homers in high A ball in 2019. But that's about where the drastic improvements stop. His batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging all remained about the same despite the uptick in power. Then it happened. COVID came crashing down on the minor league season in 2020, leaving hundreds of prospects jobless for a whole season. During a time when the rest of us were sitting at home, packing on a few extra pounds, Suwinski went to work. Starting the 2021 season in AA, Suwinski started the year on fire. Through 66 games for the San Antonio Missions, Suwinski hit for a .269 average, nice, a .399 on base, and a .551 slugging, giving him a .949 OPS. But most notably in that short period of play, Suwinski clobbered a career-best 15 homers. Just as it looked like Jack had turned a page, his whole life had to be uprooted. Suwinski was included in a trade to the Pittsburgh Pirates for Adam Frazier. I say included because Suwinski was not even the headliner for the trade to go to Pittsburgh. Looking back, Tucupita Marcano was the most valued piece being moved from the Padres, as he was their number 6 overall prospect. The change of scenery really seemed to affect Suwinski, as he only hit 4 more homers the rest of the season, and saw his OPS drop by almost 200 points. During the offseason, Suwinski went back to work, which resulted in Jack starting off his 2022 campaign on fire. After 13 games, Suwinski had a .353 average, .421 on base, and a .686 slugging, which was good enough for him to bypass AAA and go straight to the majors. However, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows in the majors. While still showing the decent pop, Suwinski was plagued by his tendency to be a free swinger. Suwinski struck out over 30% of the time during his rookie year and was towards the bottom of the league in whiff percentage. At one point towards the mid of July, Suwinski was actually sent back to the minors and had middling results. During the 31-game period, he had a .214 average, .285 on base, and a .410 slugging. Eventually, Jack would fight his way back to the majors, essentially being a September call-up. He finished his rookie campaign with a .203 average, .298 on base, .411 slugging, giving him a .709 OPS and a .100 OPS, meaning he was exactly league average. He also crushed 19 home runs and had 38 RBIs. Suwinski was the definition of a 3 true outcome hitter in year 1. So far in his sophomore campaign, Suwinski is hitting .233 with a .351 on base and a .513 slugging, giving him an .864 OPS and a .135 OPS plus. But Suwinski didn't reinvent himself. He is still a 3 true outcome hitter and is actually striking out at a higher clip than last year. So what changed? The biggest difference in Suwinski's 2023 game is his swing selection. Currently sat in the 99th percentile on chase rate, Jack has essentially decided just not to swing at pitches outside the zone. His approach is always going to lead to a lot of whiffage, so taking that into account, he redefined the pitches he is deciding to swing at. The more selective approach has drastically increased his underlying numbers, like average exit velocity, hard hit percentage, and barrel percentage. Both his traditional and expected stats jumped off the page, and all of this is happening while Suwinski is learning a new position in center field. But why is Suwinski not getting the national recognition he deserves? In particular with the All-Star vote. The early vote showed Jack just outside of the top 20 vote getters for the outfield. I'm talking about being behind guys like Michael Harris II and Marcell Ozuna of the Atlanta Braves, as well as Jason Hayward of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Not to take anything away from those guys, but they are not having close to the same impact that Jack Suwinski is having this season. Part of the problem is the other storylines coming out of the Pirates this season. When a team was off to the hot start, everyone was quick to accredit the new signed veterans and step-ups from existing players. And recently, with the team's fallout, the storylines have been focused on that, and not the existing stars still producing. All of this goes without saying that the Pirates do not get the same national media attention and fandom that other teams do, like the previously mentioned Braves and Dodgers. And while it's criminal that Suwinski will not make the second round of voting, there is still hope he will make it as an alternate. If the Pirates are truly only going to get one guy into the All-Star game, it will most undoubtedly be David Bednar, and deservingly so. But man, Suwinski has been special this season, and it would be a shame to not get the recognition he deserves.